Have you ever wondered how life changes as we get older? From discovering what truly makes us happy to embracing our unique experiences, aging offers a profound journey of self-discovery and growth. In this video, we dive into the unexpected benefits of getting older, uncovering how wisdom, creativity, and resilience evolve. You'll gain insights into why the later stages of life can be some of the most fulfilling, with a focus on how you can make the most of every moment. Stay tuned until the end to find out how embracing this stage of life can lead to a richer, more authentic existence, and discover the surprising ways it can transform your outlook and choices. Don't miss out on these valuable insights that could redefine your perspective on aging. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Life, in its very essence, is a whirlwind of unpredictability. We often find ourselves caught in the delicate dance of existence, never quite sure how long the ones we cherish will stay by our side. Miyazaki once likened life to a train journey. Each person can only accompany you for a segment of the trip. When the time comes for them to disembark, it is a poignant reminder to cherish the moments you've shared. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. The people who can remain with you throughout the entirety of your journey are true treasures, deserving of deep gratitude. Having a partner by your side in youth and old age is indeed a rare and precious blessing, yet not all love endures the test of time. Some partners may depart this world prematurely, taken by illness or unforeseen calamities. The absence of a spouse leaves an emptiness in the home that echoes the void left in one's heart. It feels as if life itself has lost its foundation, leaving behind a profound sense of desolation. In these moments of overwhelming grief and sorrow, the relentless passage of time seems almost cruel. The deceased cannot return, and the world keeps moving forward, indifferent to your pain. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. When faced with the death of a spouse, it becomes crucial to find a way to heal and continue living a meaningful life. To aid those navigating this difficult path, 3 individuals, seasoned by their own experiences, offer their wisdom on how to avoid certain pitfalls and embrace a dignified life in their later years. First and foremost, it is vital to resist the temptation of drowning in excessive grief. Imagine the heartbreak of losing someone who has been a central figure in your life, a person who shaped your days and nights. The sorrow that follows such a loss is profound, and the memories that once brought comfort can also evoke immense pain. Callista's story is a poignant testament to this struggle. At the age of 67, she faced the devastating reality of losing her husband, finding herself at a painful crossroads. The question of how to continue when the love of your life is gone is both heartbreaking and challenging. Callista's journey through the depths of despair to find renewed purpose is a moving example of the resilience of the human spirit. Her story transcends mere grief. It is about rediscovering hope and learning to embrace life once more. As we explore her touching narrative, we witness how even in the darkest moments, there is a path to light and meaning. Callista, reflecting on her experience, shared, "When I was 64, my husband passed away. The pain of his departure was so overwhelming that I could barely accept it. During those early days, I felt like a hollow shell, wandering through life without purpose. Many times I contemplated following him, overwhelmed by the weight of my sorrow. Nights were particularly unbearable, with the space beside me in our bed a constant reminder of his absence. I cried endlessly, feeling as though no amount of tears could fill the void left by his loss. But every time I looked at our old photographs, capturing moments of joy and togetherness, I was reminded that he would have wanted me to persevere. No matter how intense the sadness, I realized that tears alone would not bring him back. Instead, I chose to live in a way that would honor his memory and bring peace to his spirit in the afterlife. Callista's powerful words reflect the profound challenge of navigating grief while striving to find meaning and hope. Her story encourages us to find solace in our memories while embracing the possibility of new beginnings. Callista eventually discovered a profound truth: the separation brought by death, while incredibly sorrowful, is an inevitable part of life. The reality is that the departed are gone, but those who remain must continue to forge ahead. While it's natural to reflect on past joys and cherish sweet memories, it's crucial not to become ensnared in the past at the expense of experiencing the beauty of the present and the promise of the future. Embracing the present and looking forward with hope is not just a personal responsibility, but a way to honor the memory of a lost loved one, allowing them to rest peacefully. When faced with the loss of a spouse, the initial step is to stay calm and gentle with oneself. It's important to nurture your health and maintain a clear mind, avoiding the overwhelming grip of grief. Gradually adjusting your mindset and rebuilding confidence can help you live a life of self-sufficiency and strength. Allow yourself the freedom to enjoy life's simple pleasures. Eat when you're hungry, sleep when you're tired, take strolls in the park, and wander the streets with a sense of purpose. Avoid depending on others for your emotional well-being. Instead, learn to embrace solitude with grace and wisdom, nurturing your inner self as if savoring a fine aged wine. Find joy in your own company and cultivate a fulfilling life despite the loneliness. Callista's story is a testament to the profound challenge of navigating life after the loss of a lifelong partner. Her experience underscores the universal nature of grief and emotion that transcends age, background, and culture. Recognizing that deep sorrow and loneliness are shared human experiences can provide comfort and a sense of connection to those mourning a loss. It helps to know that others have walked this painful path and have come through on the other side. Moreover, Callista's journey from profound despair to renewed purpose highlights the incredible power of resilience. Life can indeed bring unexpected and heartbreaking changes, but her story offers a beacon of hope. It illustrates that, even after a significant loss, it's possible to rebuild, find new meaning, and experience joy again. Her journey serves as a powerful reminder that while the pain of loss may never fully vanish, there remains a path forward filled with potential for joy and fulfillment. Callista's story offers profound insights into the importance of self-care and mental health during times of deep grief. It's all too easy to overlook one's well-being when enveloped by sorrow. Callista's choice to prioritize her health, find joy in life's simple pleasures, and seek support from friends highlights essential steps for anyone navigating similar pain. Her journey encourages individuals to care for themselves, to reach out for help, and to embrace life anew despite the weight of their loss. Callista's experience also underscores the healing power of memories. By reflecting on old photographs and cherished moments with her husband, she found solace and comfort. This act of holding on to positive memories serves as a potent tool for coping with grief, allowing individuals to honor their loved ones while still moving forward with their own lives. The ability to find peace in remembering happy times can transform the way we approach loss, blending remembrance with resilience. Moreover, Callista's story illuminates the crucial balance between living in the present and looking forward to the future. It teaches us that while grieving and honoring the past is natural and necessary, finding new sources of joy and purpose is equally vital. This balance is essential for leading a fulfilling life after experiencing profound loss. Callista's journey is a poignant reminder of the human spirit's resilience, offering valuable lessons on self-care, the power of memories, and the importance of embracing both the past and the future. Her story provides hope and practical advice for anyone undergoing the challenging process of grieving. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. 2 over relying on children for the rest of your life. Have you ever wondered what life is like for elderly parents who live with their grown children? Does it provide comfort and happiness, or does it bring unforeseen challenges and heartache? Mrs. Amber, a 65-year-old widow, shares her deeply personal journey of initially living with her daughter and later choosing to live independently. Her experience reveals a profound lesson about the importance of maintaining independence and finding true contentment in your later years. Amber's decision to live alone after her initial period of cohabitation with her daughter was not merely about physical space, but about reclaiming a sense of self and autonomy. Her story challenges the notion that living with family is always the best option for elderly parents. Instead, it highlights that true happiness and fulfillment can often be found through personal independence and self-reliance. As we delve into Amber's narrative, we uncover why sometimes the best company one can have is their own. Her journey emphasizes the value of independence and the profound satisfaction that can come from managing one's own life and finding joy in solitude. Through her story, we learn that while family support is invaluable, finding one's path to happiness is essential for a fulfilling and dignified life in one's golden years. Mrs. Amber, a 65-year-old widow, shares a poignant reflection on her journey through grief, family dynamics, and rediscovering independence. She recounts, "After my husband passed away, I moved in with my daughter, thinking that the mutual support between parents and children was a natural arrangement. I had raised her, and I assumed she would be there for me in my old age. However, as time went on, I found that my role in their home became less valued. My husband and I had envisioned growing old together, but his untimely death left me alone. When my daughter had a baby, my son-in-law invited me to live with them, and I gratefully accepted, hoping for a new chapter of companionship." Initially, Mrs. Amber found solace in her grandson, whom she saw as a symbol of her late husband. She devoted herself to helping with household chores and caring for her grandson, hoping to repay her daughter and son-in-law's generosity. Although they initially provided some financial support, they eventually stopped, citing her pension as sufficient. As her grandson grew, Mrs. Amber's pension became inadequate for the expanding family's needs. Despite her efforts to discuss this with her daughter, she was met with impatience and occasional begrudging help. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. The challenges of living together soon became evident. Disagreements arose over various matters, from financial habits to child-rearing practices. Mrs. Amber found herself at odds with her daughter's more relaxed approach to spending and education. Over time, communication deteriorated, and the respect she once felt from her family seemed to diminish. When she proposed moving back to her own home, her family's relief was palpable, indicating that her presence had become more of a burden than a benefit. Returning to her home, Mrs. Amber initially felt the sting of loneliness and a lack of purpose. Yet, this solitude soon became a space for self-discovery. She rekindled old interests, taking up calligraphy and painting, and joined community groups. She formed new friendships and began to enjoy her independence. Through this process, Mrs. Amber realized that a life of self-reliance, free from the constraints of relying on her family, brought her the freedom and contentment she had longed for. Her journey illustrates the importance of maintaining independence and finding joy within oneself, even after a significant loss. The lessons from Mrs. Amber's story. Mrs. Amber's experience is a powerful reminder of the complexities inherent in family dynamics and the necessity of maintaining one's independence. Living with children can offer support and companionship, but it should not be viewed as a permanent solution or a guarantee of happiness. Her story teaches us that over-relying on children for emotional and financial support can strain relationships and lead to dissatisfaction. By choosing to live alone and pursue her passions, Mrs. Amber demonstrates the importance of self-reliance and finding fulfillment in one's own company. Her narrative underscores the need for elderly individuals to seek personal fulfillment outside of family relationships. Family support is valuable, but it should not be the sole source of happiness or purpose. Embracing independence and pursuing personal interests can lead to a satisfying and enriching life, regardless of one's family situation. Mrs. Amber's journey highlights the significance of self-care, personal growth, and finding contentment in solitude. 3. Choosing to live a passive life. Have you ever wondered how you would cope with loneliness and depression in your later years? It's a challenge many face, often accompanied by a sense of helplessness and inactivity. Yet, what if there were ways to break free from this cycle and rediscover joy and purpose? Discover the inspiring story of Mrs. Natalie, a 72-year-old woman who transformed her life by embracing new opportunities and passions, despite facing significant challenges. Mrs. Natalie's experience. At 72, Mrs. Natalie was diagnosed with a chronic illness, which added to the difficulties of aging. Initially, she felt overwhelmed by her condition and struggled with feelings of isolation and helplessness. This led her to withdraw from social activities and lose interest in her hobbies, deepening her sense of despair. However, Mrs. Natalie's story took a hopeful turn when she resolved to take control of her life and seek new opportunities. She began by setting small, achievable goals, such as joining a local support group and exploring gardening. These activities gradually lifted her spirits and improved her overall well-being. Mrs. Natalie's journey highlights the power of staying active and pursuing new interests. Her experience demonstrates that even in the face of adversity, it's possible to reclaim a sense of purpose and joy. By taking proactive steps and seeking support, elderly individuals can overcome loneliness and depression, leading fulfilling and meaningful lives. Her story serves as a valuable reminder that while challenges are an inevitable part of life, embracing new opportunities and remaining engaged in meaningful activities can help overcome feelings of helplessness and pave the way for a richer, more fulfilling existence. I've come to a profound understanding of myself and have embraced a truer version of who I am. This journey has allowed me to become more assertive about my desires and more compassionate towards myself and others. I've recognized that everyone makes mistakes, myself included, and that it's okay to sometimes say the wrong thing. This acceptance has brought me a sense of peace. I know what brings me joy. I revel in brainstorming creative ideas, inspiring those around me, and relishing variety. Writing and effective communication are essential to my well-being, and traveling enriches my life in ways I never imagined. My portfolio lifestyle is a reflection of my passions and interests, and I cherish it deeply. In terms of work, I've grown increasingly aware of the types of assignments and clients that do not align with my strengths and values. I've developed the confidence to say no to opportunities that aren't the right fit for me, and this newfound assertiveness has been liberating. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. I understand now that my ideal working environment is one of tranquility and focus. I can't thrive amidst noise and distraction. I need peace to do my best work. I've learned to communicate this need clearly to clients who respect and appreciate the time I require to deliver thoughtful and quality responses. Past experiences with external noise have only caused me stress and prevented me from being true to my needs. I've come to trust my judgment and instincts more than ever. When something doesn't feel right, I am now comfortable saying no. And when it does, I seize the opportunity with confidence. I used to be hesitant, believing that I needed to be purely logical and analyze every detail, but I've learned that sometimes our intuition knows best. This shift has been a significant change in my life, and it has allowed me to remain authentic to who I am. I am deeply grateful for every day I am alive. It frustrates me when I hear people complain about their aches and pains, or when older individuals express a desire to be gone. I find immense value in embracing the life I've lived and the experiences I've gathered. As we transition to different stages of life, it's important to acknowledge and celebrate the wisdom that comes with age. I want to be seen as someone who carries that wisdom with grace. I have learned to embrace my body with all its lines and imperfections. Why should we compare ourselves to those who are decades younger, or to celebrities who have unlimited resources to maintain a youthful appearance? Each line on my face is a testament to a life well lived, full of experiences and emotions. I am proud to look my age and embrace my 60-plus years. Our bodies change, and for me it's far more fulfilling to live fully and love life than to obsess over fitting into a size 12 dress. Wisdom holds an immense significance in my life, a point I've touched on before but feels worthy of its focus. Over the years, we've accumulated so much knowledge and insight, and this wisdom is something we can choose to share if we wish. It's through this wealth of experience that we can become more understanding and forgiving of those who are often guided by their emotions and immediate feelings. Turning 60, how do I view this milestone? Is it a fresh start or a sign of inevitable decline? 50 felt like a major turning point, brimming with potential as I dove into adventurous travel and immersed myself deeply in my work. There seemed to be endless possibilities ahead. Now, 60 feels different. It seems like a significant marker, and I find myself pondering the years that lie ahead. I often think about what 80 might represent, an age I consider truly old. That leaves me with about 20 years to fulfill my dreams. What if my health starts to decline? What if I find myself unable to pursue the things I've always wanted to do? Currently, I'm dealing with knee issues. Although it's not arthritis, the damage from dancing, especially the twisting movements, has led to torn ligaments. This means I have to be cautious. I missed the chance to walk the Inera circuit, but perhaps there are other adventures to explore. While some dreams, like becoming a concert pianist or participating in a Bear Grylls adventure, seem less feasible now, I remind myself that it's still possible to find new passions. I could still take piano lessons or apply for a TV show if I wanted to. However, the urge to push myself into those kinds of challenges has diminished over time. In retrospect, I realized that some of my past pursuits were motivated by a desire to prove I could achieve them. Now, I want to focus on what genuinely matters to me. Although I've lost some of my previous fitness and need to be mindful of my back and knees at the gym, I take pride in what I can still accomplish. I can swing a 20 kg kettlebell, perform bicep curls with 8 kg weights in each hand, and hold a plank for a minute 3 times. For me, this level of fitness is a testament to my dedication and a source of pride. Having transitioned from a long marriage to embarking on a journey of self-discovery, I find joy in both my independence and in exploring new opportunities. I've unearthed a newfound love for life and made new friends with surprising ease. It's fascinating how being single has made forming new friendships so much simpler. I cherish the time spent with my friends, especially the girls who bring such vibrancy into my life. It's delightful to hear that people find me fun, and that my enthusiasm is infectious. Embracing this phase of life with an open heart and an eager spirit feels truly fulfilling. I've reached a point in my life where I'm choosing to prioritize my desires and aspirations over meeting others' expectations. It's become increasingly natural for me to say no when something doesn't align with what I truly want, and I find immense satisfaction in saying yes to the things that genuinely bring me joy. Embracing this mindset means being okay with changing my mind and letting go of the pressure to solve other people's problems. In the past, I often stepped in to help, sometimes at the cost of others not learning from their own experiences. Now, I'm on a path of self-discovery, and I embrace the aging process with an open heart. I no longer aspire to look 25. My body has lived a full and vibrant life, and it continues to serve me well. I'm content with how I appear and have embraced my authentic self. I wear clothes that make me feel good, and I've decided not to wait for a specific weight to indulge in new things. For instance, I bought new underwear now and wear them every day because I deserve to enjoy them in the present moment, not wait for a future version of myself. This stage of life, where retirement and its possibilities are on the horizon, is a time of great personal liberation. It's a chance to shed the masks we've worn and truly be ourselves. If we don't embrace this opportunity, we risk spending our lives trying to fit in at the expense of our happiness. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. One of the most liberating aspects of getting older is the clarity of knowing my mind and being less willing to tolerate things that don't serve me well. I've let go of the need to adapt to please others, especially in a work setting where I once put my career above all else. Looking back, I realized that my career would have thrived even if I hadn't returned to work so quickly after having a child in 1985. The wisdom gained from aging helps me see the bigger picture and appreciate that there are always new opportunities and promotions. I'm determined to live life on my terms. I'll dance like no one's watching, even if I know people are checking their phones. I'll attend events alone if that's what I want to do. I'll strike up conversations with strangers and ask questions that interest me. I'll stand up for my rights and voice my opinions in a way that's subtle yet impactful. This stage of life seems to come with a powerful sense of freedom, where caring less about others' judgments allows us to fully embrace who we are. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 4 below to let me know that you are still here with me. I've observed that people in their 50s and 60s often become more authentic, wearing what they want and standing up for what they believe is right. In my research, I found that many who campaigned for environmental causes in their later years were also active in similar movements during their youth. Being true to ourselves reveals the most authentic version of who we are. For me, this includes embracing my gray hair and viewing the wrinkles and lines on my face as marks of a life lived fully and richly. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery and embracing the beauty of aging. We've explored how wisdom grows with time, how prioritizing our desires over others' expectations can lead to a more fulfilling life, and how embracing our authentic selves wrinkles, gray hair, and all can bring a deep sense of satisfaction. I'd love to hear from you. What has resonated with you from this discussion? Share one key insight you've gained and how you plan to apply it to your own life in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comments, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Your support means the world to us.